Hi there, welcome to Battleship Iowa. I am Mike Getscher. I'm the Chief Operating Officer and also the Chief Engineer, and I'm responsible for taking care of the ship. Today we're going to talk about rust. Most of us know a little bit about that. You might find rust in our cars or on a handrail at our apartment or our house, and it's a little bit of surfacey oxidation. It doesn't look all that bad. You might want to paint on it, put a little paint on it, make it look better. But here we talk about rust in a different way. We deal with it on an industrial scale. We have serious rust. Rust in its purest form is an oxidation of the surface of a metal. In our case, it's iron oxides coming out of the material. The base material starts to go away. And you can paint it and it'll help a little bit, but it doesn't really stop the process. And I have an example of that right here. This is a piece of the hull that was scraped off here a couple of years ago. This is actually a piece of oxidation, and when I flip it around, you're going to be stunned. This is all paint right here. It was all rust underneath, kind of like a cancer, and it was about 1/4 of an inch thick. It has actually been a reduction of the hull thickness because of the rust in a particular spot. Now we have different types of rust on the ship. We just have the surface stuff like you might imagine. We also have something called crevice corrosion inside of a crevice, which is a different chemical or slightly different chemical reaction. And we also have localized pitting, which is really what this represents. And back behind me on the hull, down at the wind and water line, where we have the most surface action, the most oxygen, that's what we have to focus on right now. We'll talk more about that next week when we get down in the water and get you up close and personal with the hull. And as always, thank you for your support. Look at us at Pacific Battleship, and love to see you again.